Hey there, Bug Watchers. Welcome to BuggyBot Plays Rimworld. Um, this game is a base management game that kind of really takes a lot of notes from the game Dwarf Fortress, which honestly is a lot of fun. It's a tough game. It's very much about learning and base management and keeping your people happy and put together and just kind of seeing what you build rather than reaching an end goal. Now, it is in early access still, but I kind of decided to jump on the bandwagon and give it a go. I have played it before. I did a few rounds just to see if it was something worth doing, just because I tend to not be so great at these kinds of games. So I wanted to make sure it was one that I could actually put together. So I've done a few times through this to learn. And a game like Rimworld is very much learned through experience and disaster. You learn by failing. And each time you play, you're going to get a little bit farther, do something a little bit different. So let's see. You have three basic options here. You can start a lost tribe, which you're building a new home. You got pretty much nothing for starting stuff. You can be a rich explorer, which I haven't actually tried yet. And you just go out to a Rimworld and see what you can establish. And then finally you have Crash Landed, which is kind of like the standard. 3 survivors, crash landing in the middle of nowhere. So, I am going to choose that. There's also 3 different AI, what they call AI storytellers. These generate random events. And I've been through a couple of them. I've played with Randy Random and Cassandra Classic. The Classic is very much a steady curve and constant deal. Phoebe Chillax is more of just every once in a while something shows up, but it can hit you rather hard if you set it to a decent challenge. But she gives you a lot of time to build and focus on expanding. And then Random here just kind of throws shit at you to see what happens. I've found this is probably the hardest so far. Just because playing him, he has no sense of scaling. It'll just hit you, and you just kind of have to roll with it. So for the first round here, I think we'll start with Cassandra Classic, and we'll start with Random here, or challenging. I've done rough, and I kind of got a foothold. I think I'll start rough. I'll do challenge later. This will be like normal, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Seed Historian. We generate ourselves a little world, and we find ourselves a spot to be. What's this here? Faction Base, the Sicklemen, which is a pirate band. And I think if we start near them, that sounds kind of bad. You get different biomes and planets and places to be. I kind of like mountainous, because mountainous biomes tend to give you places to build into. It'll be summer. Okay, it's got a decent summer and winter. We'll pick this, and let's see what we ended up with. We got Grunt. We got a surgeon, and we got a game dev. Incapable. Yeah, each one has different, they have different traits. Like this one, Gideon doesn't like women. He's really good at gardening, and he likes to be up at night. He's got particular luck with medicine. The surgeon here, she's good at melee. That's actually surprising. She's artistic and kind of oddly weak towards that. So yeah, they've got a childhood backstory and an adulthood one. This one, simulations for Glitter World citizens. She paid great attention to the details of her world, including learning about all she could plant life to make her landscapes more realistic. So she's good at things like that. And do I really want her? Psychically dull. She isn't affected by psychic phenomenon. And work speed is dropped. I'm not big on her. Let's see what else we can get. Oh yeah, she's got an old gunshot wound. She's probably fine. You're fine. You're capable of hauling and mining. You're incapable of plant work, but you're kind of good at everything else. Let's see. He's easy to break though. He's a space cadet. Grew up in a rural farm world, leaves little opportunity for excitement and adventure. So when the royal fleet began a recruiting program, he joined, threw down this hoe and cattle prod, and took up arms for the crown. He's good at shooting and melee. Growing is disabled, planting is disabled. I kind of like a crafter and a researcher. He likes to learn researching, so we'll probably give him that. I like him. Incapable of firefighting. And Kimmy dislikes men. Oh my god. You guys need to make some friends here. Are we just gonna make this a sausage fest here? Intellectual, violent, crafting. So a convent child, an illicit affair. Brought up by nuns. Hunting disabled, smithing disabled, researching disabled. These all kind of suck. Here we go. Green thumb and volatile. There's a hair trigger all the time. You know what? That ought to make things interesting. She's mean. I like it. A bite scar. But she's not incapable of anything, and she's kind of just an all-rounder. I think we could use that. So yeah, here we go. Let's see what we get into. What trouble we get up to here. Alright, it'll generate a map. There we go. The three of you awake in your crypto sleep, sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you make plans to survive. Boomalope. I don't know what that is, but I know I don't want to fuck with it. So yeah, here you go. Usually you start with 3 people and a pet, a Yorkshire Terrier. Adorable. We are gonna train you. You can train the pets, and everybody gets different stuff. Let's see. Let's see what you're good at. I have to remember now because they actually have specific things here. You're not good at plant work, but you're a good shot, which means we'll probably make Table into our main hunter there. He gets the main rifle. Shooting, also good at shooting. Equip that. And then that means the last person, Gideon, since you suck at shooting, you get the plasteel. Components. So like we got all kinds of things here. You've got our slag steel, you've got steel chunks lying around. You get medicine, you get wood, you got these rations here to start with. It's pretty kind to you at the beginning. So let's see, what are we gonna do out here? You know what, we'll just kind of take this as we go. Timberwolf. I already like that. Ooh, and there's some steel. You know what? I think we're already in a pretty good spot here. Let's take a look at the map. It's pretty big. We are indeed right next to a mountain. The one major difference that I noticed right off the bat with this game is that it does not have a second z-axis. It doesn't have any other additional z-axes, so you can't go up or down, deeper or higher on the map. I don't know if they plan on changing that, but it's a pretty big departure from the it's a pretty big departure from Dwarf Fortress in that sense, where the z-axis was incredibly important. So let's see here. We've got ourselves a nice start. I say we turn this into our main base right here. It looks nice and defensible. We'll cut down a bunch of this junk. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Screw you, poplar tree. Alright, we'll cut all that down, and the first thing we'll do is zone out a growing area, because we need food. Nice and early. So yeah, you basically just set it there, and your little guys go and do their thing. What are you doing, Table? Alright. We are going to already start on this steel. What do we got here? Ooh, marble. I should learn stone cutting pretty quick then, shouldn't I? Let's go ahead and build our first... Oh, I don't want it out of silver, I want wood. Yeah, wood walls. We'll go ahead and build our first set of walls here too. There. Separate ourselves from the world, keep ourselves safe. Oh, we'll set this as a no roof zone, so that we have a nice safe place. It's not meant to be. Yeah, no roof area. None of this is meant to have a roof. There we go. There he goes. And this is pretty much the game, guys. You just go out, you build things, and you see how it do. Oh yeah, see, he's throwing up. He's suffering from cryo sickness still. Unroofed. Yep, yes it is. Alrighty, let's see. We're at the 6th of spring. That's very kind. That means we're starting without too much fear of being killed by the elements right away. What we need to get right off the bat here is enough materials to start building homes. Let's go ahead and zone out a storage bin. Stockpile. For now, I think we'll just put the stockpile right back here. There they go. Yeah. And in order to actually make that stockpile into something, we'll build our walls. We'll build some walls around it. Now, it's pretty important to have the stockpile well built and to take good care of it, because it's where all your food goes, and you want to be able to not have shit die. You need to have the food in order to, you know, live. Clear no roof area. There we go. Now they'll build the stockpile up. They'll build the roof over it. It'll actually become a building, and we can do things like control the temperature in it. Okay. There we go. There it is. Now, we have all this done. We're gonna need a place to sleep. Let's go ahead and build this over here. That will be our sleeping quarters. Hey, a chunk of spacecraft fell. Eventually you can actually harvest the spacecraft chunks and make them into things, which is good. It's helpful. A bed, wood. 3 beds will hold us up just fine for now. Alright, these first couple of days with the rations, we're pretty much okay on food. But we are going to need to start hunting and doing other things to keep these guys healthy and safe. Gideon, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, you've got several different kinds of stats here. You've got obviously food, you've got the rest, they need sleep, they need joy, something to make them happy, and they need, you know, things like a nice environment, beauty, comfort, space. They need all kinds of little factors, keeping them cool, keeping them warm. All these nice things are important to keeping your people happy. If you don't keep them happy, they will eventually have a psychotic break. And that is a bad deal. That is a bad deal for everybody. There we go. Sleeping quarters. Nice and safe. Alright. We're also going to start clearing out this and we're going to create places to keep our people. Okay. I'm the kind of person, I like my stuff pretty organized back here in the in these different spots. Now, we're going to need power pretty quick here. Easiest way to get power to start with is pretty much throw down a solar panel and then have a battery nearby. After that, it's a matter of making sure you've just got connectivity. That will help us make sure that we keep our guys, or keep our stuff powered, and eventually it'll help us keep this place cool, which is also really important. Because this is what will help us not starve to death. Okay, we're gonna zone out another stockpile area. And that is going to be our cooler. It's going to be below freezing so that everything stays nice and not terrible. So, what are we going to store in here? Foods are the major things. Weapons, apparel, corpses are good to have in here. Chunks are not. Body parts, apparel, weapons, items. We don't want all this stuff in here. That way we only store food in here. Where did Gideon? Gideon? What are you doing, buddy? Oh, he's just going for a walk. Alright, you. There's a way, I know there's a way to affect what times they go to sleep. Now, if I remember right, one of our guys is a late night kind of fellow. Night owl. Well, I don't know. I'll have to figure out another way. Alright, let's go. We'll figure it out in time here. Now, as you can see, this battery here is going to slowly store up power from our generators here. So that is very important to have. Now, I wish there was a way to do this faster. Like, right now, you can only do it as it's revealed. I'm sure that'll be changed in time. There we go. So, in here, we've got what? Indoors, it's nice and cool. It should keep them pretty safe. Oh, we've got visitors. The Red Tree people are visiting the colony. Now, visitors actually let you trade shit, which is kind of nice. It makes them your pretty much only interaction so far, aside from raiders that I've come across. I'm betting that will change in time. So let's see. Why are these people? Okay, we need meal sources and we need defenses. That's not surprising. I need to start chipping out some of this stuff to make, what's the word? To make better homes. This is probably not the best place for this solar generator now that I see it. And we're low on food. Okay. Yeah, everybody's eating. People are getting hungry. Let's do a few different things here. First off, I'm going to set this guy to get tamed. Oh, and I can't tame it because I'm not good enough yet. I need to handle animals better. How about you? Can you be tamed? I have no idea what they do. So we're going to set a couple of guys to be hunted so that we have food. Oh, there's rations over here. What else have we got lying around? Anything good? There's a water. I don't know what that's about. There's a pool of water. There's something over here. No, that's just a pig that I saw. Oh, here we are. Rations. There we go. Packaged survival meals. That should increase our food stores for a while. Okay. Let's go ahead and build ourselves another wooden wall here. This can be a recreational area, and we can also set up an area for actual rooms where our people can stay. Where do I want the barracks? That's a good question, because I need lots of room for my colonists in order to keep them happy. Yeah, that's frozen so it won't spoil. Let's find a spot. That seems like a smart thing to do right now. Let's dig out a good spot to keep safe. Wood. Let's see here. Start down here. And we'll roll this way. These will be 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These will be our colonist quarters, and we'll slowly dig them out to make full walls and everything. 5, 6. And we'll have room to expand later. Construct doors. 1 here. 1 here. 1 here. Now, honestly, this isn't the most accurate of ways. My actual goal will be to dig this way, and then I'll replace those doors. But that's going to take a while. Okay, you know what? Whitaker sounds fine. We'll call it Whitaker. I'm not picky, Tigress. That sounds fun to me. Compacted machinery. That delivers to us components, which you use for technological junk. So we could definitely use that. There we go. No, not the wooden wall. The tree. Cut down the trees. Obviously, we want these out of the way. There we are. Okay. We gotta keep digging. These will become... Oh, whoa! Apparently something's gone nuts. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Crazy-ass squirrel. You have the gun? Screw it. You're drafted. Kill that squirrel. It's gone crazy. Make it dead. Undraft. We're good. Okay, now she has to go rest because, you know, squirrels... You know, you need a little bed rest after apparently fucking crazy squirrels try to murder you. There we go. There we go. Ah, she's all good to go. Very, very good. So Tigress is okay now. Our buildings, our sleeping quarters are coming along. And we'll slowly expand this way. There we go. Keep it going. How are we doing on food? We're kind of running low here on food. Oh, that reminds me. Storage, you are not to allow food. All right. No longer have communal beds. That will make our people much happier. And we can start working on other things. You know what? I should get her working on construction. She can do that. She's pretty good at it. He can work on that. Mining is... yeah, more dudes on mining is probably good. Right now, we can't be too picky about who does what. As we get a few more people, we can start getting a little more choosy about who's making what things. Alrighty. Alright, this is going to be our nice big communal area in here, which is really important because you want to make sure that you have a spot where people can sit and relax and be happy. And this will give us that. Okay. Oh, it would help if I actually built a door into here. Now, furniture, beds. This will become... that will become... those are our rooms now. Over here, we'll create a floor, and this can become our hospital. Cool. That should give us a good start. Now, in the meantime, production area. We're gonna need one of those. Production, butcher's table. Let's start digging this out. We'll build our production area right here next to all our resources. That should give us a pretty solid place to work. There we go. Oh, a wanderer joins. What the heck? Just some dude came wandering out of nowhere. A villager named Daisuke has arrived and is joining the colony. He is a defector. Glad I got a say in that. Well, let's see. You're a shooter. You're an expert shot, which means you are dropping that. Daisuke will equip the rifle, and he will be set for hunting. Who is that? Table, you can't hunt anymore. Daisuke will be set to hunt, and he's going to be creating our major food sources for quite a while, I'll bet. Why don't we go ahead and hunt that down, huh? Now, joy. Let's get a few guys. Let's get a few things of horseshoe so that, you know, our people have something to do that isn't terrible all the time. Alright, we're low food. We're looking pretty good here. Gideon Grunt is fully healed. Very good. Did he even get attacked from? I actually didn't see him get hurt, so I don't actually know what happened to him. Okay. We don't have any food, really. So I've got sidetracked, and that's not so good. We can't keep doing that shit. Let's do this. A wooden door, production, butcher's table, out of steel. That will go here, and then we'll have an electric stove right here. That will allow us to make food. And we have plenty of stuff to make food with. All is well with the world. Yeah, tomorrow morning we begin actually eating food. The wood is the problem right now. Wood is an issue. People are gonna starve a little bit, and that's entirely my fault. I fucked up there. But hey, at least it's not too bad yet. Chop that down, chop that down, chop that down, chop that down, chop that down. There. We'll have wood in no time. People are not going to be happy with that. We've spent so much time mining that I don't actually have much for wood. That is going to upset some people. Okay. Oh no, she failed the construction. Yep, yeah, whenever you fail construction... Oh, a small herd of thrumbos have watched the air. Peaceful by nature, these rare creatures are extremely dangerous when confronted. Precious leather and horn, they're worth a lot of money. I haven't tried dealing with them yet. Do forever you make simple meals and then do it forever. That should give us food. That should give us plenty of food to work with for a while. It should be quite important. They're not going to be happy because I ended up feeding them raw meat, but you know what? They'll be okay. They will get over it. Excellent. Excellent. Oh boy, we've got our first raid. All right. They are attacking immediately. So raids, essentially someone just appears on the map and comes to kick your ass. Sometimes they wait, sometimes they just come straight at you. In this case, they're coming right for us. And it looks like we've got one guy. We're gonna draft everyone, move him here. Now, I've learned through trial and error that apparently the game does not do a good job of making sure that you don't fire on your own dudes. So you kind of have to be really careful. That fucked him up. Okay, everybody, we're good. Undraft. We now have a place where we can do other things. So this guy, Boozer, psychically dull, he's a pessimist, and he's a cult child. Shun advanced technology and believe that all knowledge is sold with sacred art. He's really bad at medicine, but he's good at that. He's a drifter. I don't really want him in my crew. So essentially this comes down to chemical fascination. Oh, okay, so he's likely to get, like, he's the kind of guy who gets drunk. I need a guy who's solid. Gideon, you're pretty stressed. Neutral, defector. Strip him down. And preferably... I think if you draft him... Yeah, melee attack Boozer to death. Just beat him to death, fuck him up. There, problem solved. Dick. Force wear clothes, because I'm pretty sure you're not wearing any pants. Yeah, let's get him some pants, shall we? And then we will build ourselves a grave to commemorate this wonderful moment where we beat the ever-loving shit out of this scrub. There. Now they should bury him. And let's harvest that. Excellent. Problem solved. Missing body parts? 0. Okay, no, he's not missing any body parts. Alrighty. We're gonna have a floor in no time here. This is good. This is really good. Let's carve that out. And let's just build a wall there. Structure, wooden wall to here to fix that up. We should be pretty good. And I also need to zone that off to be roofable. There we go. Oh, and these guys now have... These guys need to be set to have their own spots. Okay. We'll set some owners. This will make people pretty happy. Daisuke. We'll have Grunt. We'll have Table, and we'll have whoever this last guy is here. Tigress, that's who it is. There, now they've all got their own places to sleep, which should make them pretty happy. And should really help their stress levels. Yeah, he's a little bit stressed. She's a little bit stressed. But everybody's doing okay overall. Now, this is going to be turned into our hospital. So we're going to reinstall the bed over here. And we're going to reinstall these beds up here. The reason for that is because next to the hospital, I'm also going to have our... what's it called? Place for prisoners. Because if we find the right guy... Oops, I did not want a silver door. Cancel. Architecture, wooden door. Yeah. That should give us options. Down the road, we'll be able to... we'll actually be able to recruit people by holding on to those individuals who try to attack our place and, you know, murder the fuck out of them. Hey there, we'll harvest that, we'll harvest that. And right now we're growing potatoes, right? Yes, we are. Excellent. Medical, prisoner. All right. Let's deconstruct these walls. Yeah, all right. Cool. We're keeping people busy here. Now, more production. What other things do I have for production here? I think I still need a research spot pretty badly. So let's go ahead and build one of those. Oh, how hot is it in here? No, people should be comfortable. Oh, and production, no, structure, I forgot to build the door here. There we go. Excellent. Now we need a research project. This part I still haven't quite figured out yet what the best things are. Smithing will be craft metal weapons and tools. You do stone cutting, which increases our rock chunks. I think we do stone first. That way we can start making use of all this like marble and everything that's lying around. How are we doing on food? We're okay on food. We should start really thinking about expanding our food options, though. Power. We're also kind of low on power. We're getting ready to expand here. It's a good time to. I think we're going to build our first turbine. And we may as well build it right here. We'll run it several directions so that it reaches all of our necessary places. Yeah, power conduits. There, we have power conduits. We can also build batteries throughout this place to make sure that we are connected and have kind of storage along the way. There we go. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I think we've got ourselves a nice start here. We've got some research going down. We've got food growing. Life seems good. So I think that'll wrap it up for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I like this. I'm kind of curious to see how far we can get. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave a like. You can subscribe for more content every Monday through Friday. And I hope I see you in the next video.